Hello again, and welcome to a fall book haul. So the books I will be showing you are the ones I received in no particular month. I don't remember the order they arrived or anything like that. These are just books that I received in the fall. Two are pre-orders, some are other ones that I've received, and others giveaway wins. So that I won through Goodreads. So let's go ahead and get into this because it's a good stack. The thumbnail only shows a little bit that came, maybe a little over half. So there's there's a good chunk, but there's not a lot. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So the one on top of my stack right now is the third in the Sunday Potluck Club series, and this is Manic Monday Incorporated by Melissa Storm. This one has cats on the cover. It's got two black cats. Again, this is the third one. This one follows Nicole. Now, Nicole has... So it's a group of 4 friends, and they happen to meet, and the one thing they all have in common is that they had someone that they deeply cared about who dealt with cancer of some form and passed away from the cancer. So they all kind of started getting together to kind of help lift each other up during this hard time while they dealt with having to support their family as much as they could while that family member was in rehab or was going through chemo, and then subsequently the loss and all of that. So they have a tight-knit group. This is a romance. It's a chick lit. The thing with this, I would say, as far as romance goes, it may be like, if you're thinking of it like a movie, like a PG, there might be some innuendos. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've read the first 2 books in the series, but very clean. So very sweet, very tender. I love the power of friendship in this and what it can help you, the friendship that can help you through such difficult times. The first one, I don't remember the main character's name out of the first book. I just don't remember. But so far, each book has followed a different friend or a different character in that group. So this one follows Nicole. I'm hoping there's a 4th one out. I don't know anything about a 4th one. But the first one, you're following one, and she happens to be a teacher, and I mean that's basically what it is. It's like everyone's friend died. They're dealing with trying to help their friends realize that they're grieving too much, in a sense that it's not healthy. And each friend has a struggle. Like the first book, the main character has trouble standing up for herself, and sometimes she gets taken advantage of, even by those friends. They don't mean to take advantage of her, but it happens sometimes. And so she's having to learn to stand up for herself and say, no, I can't do that in this situation. So, and I wish I could remember the first character's name. But, so anyway, this one follows Nicole. It says that she believes in increasingly believes in rituals, like rituals, routines, and checklists, especially after almost losing her father to cancer 2 years ago. I thought they all lost someone. Anyway, this one has OCD in it. And the author, Melissa Storm, I remember reading that she also struggles with it. And so there's a lot of what Melissa has struggled with incorporated in this. So it's very much, so you've got the, going to be, it sounds like prevalent with OCD and very first-person experience. Forgetting the terminology that everyone uses for that. But own voices, that's it. But, I mean, I don't really know what to say because it's very thin. I mean, these are short books. This one is 264 pages, it looks like. Yeah, 264. So they're very short, very easy read, very easy to spoil. So I'm just trying to say it's four friends. They have a very strong bond. They help each other. They're there when they need it. The second book is called Wednesday's Walks and Wags, and that one was really cute. That one dealt a lot with trying to adopt out dogs and cats, but mostly the dogs, and how that character dealt with her grief while trying to rescue animals or help animals find their forever home. So that was the second one. So we'll see what this one brings, but I am absolutely loving this series. So again, this one's the third one, Manic Monday Incorporated. The next book I pre-ordered pretty much. I don't pre-order a lot of books. This one I pre-ordered once I got the first book in a book subscription box. Don't remember what one. So I ordered the second one as soon as I found out there was going to be a second book because I really enjoyed it. The second, what's the first book? Does this tell me what the first book is called? I can't remember. Wings of Fury. All it says is it's a series, but this is the second in the series, and this is Crown of Cinders by Emily R. King. Now, Emily R. King has written other series. She's written the Evermore Chronicles and the 100th Queen series. There's 4 books in the 100th Queen and 3 in the Evermore Chronicles. So this one, there's a lot. I don't know if I want to say it's Roman or kind of like Caesar. That might be the same. I might be thinking of the same thing, but using different words. But it says there's characters named Theo and Althea. And let's see, it says Althea Lambros is growing into her power. So they do. It's been a while since I've read this, and I really need to reread the first one to try and remember because it's been long enough, I'm not remembering all of it. But they do have powers. The mother is taken. They have a little sister that's taken from them. And that's right within the first 2 chapters. And then they hate this king, and they end up, I think they go to an island that's all women, but there is a man on the island, but it's supposed to be all women, and so they're trying to arrange it to help it so that they can basically overthrow the king. And they do have magical abilities. I don't remember what the abilities are. That was just very lightly touched on, but this explores a lot of the power of family bonds, which I thought was really good. But yeah, so I mean, that's really all I can say because I don't want to spoil anything in the second one. And 2, especially number 2, is that I don't really remember what happened in the first one. I just remember absolutely loving it. And so I need to reread the first one to refresh my mind before I go into this one. I don't know if that'll happen. Usually I can, as I read along, I can start to remember and go, oh yeah, that happened. Oh yeah, that happened. We'll see. I may need to just kind of skim through a couple things in the first book, but we'll see. But Crown of Cinders by Emily R. King. And this is the Wings of Fury series. Okay, now the next, so let me go tell you about this other book that I got that's also the second in a series. The first one is Tristan Strong Punches a Hole in the Sky. I enjoyed it. It is a middle grade, and this is the second one by Kwame Mbalia. Tristan Strong Destroys the World. So what I remember is that Tristan Strong has a journal. This being from another world comes and he chases that being and falls through the sky because he basically punches something. It creates this hole or this rift, and he goes through that and he's in this other world and he just wants to get back home. But he wants his stories, and his stories is a way to help him come to terms with, I believe it was the loss of a friend in that first book. My favorite character in the first book was Gum Baby, like gum that you chew, Gum Baby. So I'm hoping Gum Baby is in this one too. I absolutely loved Gum Baby. So in this world that Tristan falls into in the first book, he just wants to get back home, and there are these creatures that are after each other, and there's this being that says, oh, you can trust me, but Tristan doesn't really know who he can trust and if he can really trust that one being. So lives of people in this world are at stake. So that's what I remember about that, which is not much, but I look forward to continuing this. Okay, now let's go through. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm just going to grab it. So this book, okay, this book I ordered it at the start of October. It shipped. It got lost in the mail. I contacted the seller. It reshipped. It got lost in the mail. It finally showed up about the middle, was it the 15th or the 17th of November, or something right around there. And so I did want to read this before Halloween, because I remember looking at the cover going, oh, that looks good. Perfect Halloween read. Anyway, that's Foxlowe by Eleanor Wassrberg. Pure cover buy. I thought it looked good, but I'm bummed I didn't get to read it before Halloween. So, okay, it says, don't go outside, don't let the bad in. These are the rules of the secluded commune where a ragtag group lives under the watchful eye of their leader, Freya, safe as long as they follow her rules and perform her rituals. For Green, the youngest, it's not just home, but everything she knows. Free to spend most days roaming the orchards and fields, she still can't escape the darkness that shadows the seemingly ideal. When the arrival of a baby girl named Blue upsets the precarious order at Foxlowe, Green comes to face an agonizing choice. Blue's interest in the outside grows irrepressible, and before long she starts to talk about becoming a leaver. So, and I just love that cover. Definitely spooky vibes. This is a short book. It's with the epilogue, it's just over 300 pages, but I think it looks like it'll be, and it's larger font, so it will be a little bit quicker of a read. But that is Foxlowe by Eleanor Wassrberg. Okay, the next book, I'm going to save the ARCs, or the ones from Goodreads, for last. So, okay. From Goodreads. Did I win that one from Goodreads? Let's go ahead and talk about this one. This one I don't remember if I won it from Goodreads or not. I'll know when I go to look at Goodreads. But anyway, so that is Shoeless Joe. This is by W.P. Kinsella. You can definitely tell from the cover it is about baseball, and there's a baseball on the back. It says, "If you build it, he will come." The mysterious words of an Iowa baseball announcer led Ray Kinsella to carve a baseball diamond in his cornfield in honor of his hero, the baseball legend Shoeless Joe Jackson. What follows is a timeless story that is not so much about baseball as it is about dreams, magic, life, and what is quintessentially American. And I think there is a movie that this is adapted, from this book. So, it does. It says it right here. The inspiration for the movie Field of Dreams. I think I saw Field of Dreams like shortly after it came out, but I don't remember, so I'll have to read this and then watch the movie. But yeah, so Shoeless Joe by W.P. Kinsella. Okay, now the next book I received is the rest. The ones I won from Goodreads I'll save for the last. And there's just 3 of those ones. But 2 more before those. This one is The Death of Jane Lawrence by Caitlin Starling. I heard someone talking about this one on BookTube, and I loved the cover. And it actually sounded pretty good. So I did buy that. I'm just going to read the first paragraph because it's... All I know is it sounds good from what I remember them talking about, but I can't really describe what it's about. So I'm going to read the first paragraph of the synopsis. Practical, unassuming Jane Shoringfield has done the calculations and decided that the most secure path forward is this: a husband in a marriage of convenience who will allow her to remain independent and occupied with meaningful work. Her first choice, the dashing but reclusive Dr. Augustine Lawrence, agrees to her proposal with only one condition: that she must never visit Lindridge Hall, his crumbling family manor outside of town. This second paragraph is short. I'll read that one too. It says, yet on their wedding night, an accident strands her at his door in a pitch-black rainstorm, and she finds him changed. Gone is the bold, courageous surgeon, and in his place is a terrified, paranoid man, one who cannot tell reality from nightmare and fears Jane is an apparition, come to haunt him. By morning, Augustine is himself again. But Jane knows something is deeply wrong at Lindridge Hall, and with the man she has so hastily bound her safety to. It gives me Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde vibes just from that synopsis with the guy that she marries. And so we're looking at that not from the Jekyll and Hyde point of view, but from the wife of Jekyll Hyde. So that's the vibe it gives me, and I look forward to that. Okay. Now, the next one is the fourth. I think it's the fourth? Yeah. The fourth book in a series, and I think it's just a beautiful edition. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. So it comes in this box that's light blue. It has gold. So there's the gold. So that you can see that is kind of an aerial view of Hogwarts. Just this spine just has the wording. And on the back is Severus Snape in gold foiling, and that's in the cover. So here's the actual book, which is dark blue. This is the back. There's nothing on it. The spine has the gold foiling as well, and the front has the gold foiling of Severus Snape, with the potions behind him. So I think it's a beautiful addition. So that's that one. And two, it comes with, let me show you. There's the end pages. Okay. It's the same on the front. And it comes with a ribbon bookmark. If I can get it out. Where is it inserted? Cool. Come on. There it is. Okay. Yeah, so it comes with a ribbon bookmark, and the ribbon is the same color. So we've got the navy blue. The light is a light blue ribbon, which is the same color as the box that it comes in. So in that protective sleeve. Okay, so the last three books I'm going to have to read the synopsis for because I won them from Goodreads. So one that I won from Goodreads is actually a finished copy. And this is Black Nerd Problems. And this is by William Evans and Omar Holmon. It does say essays right here. Let's see. What does it say? It says the creators of the popular website Black Nerd Problems bring their witty and unflinching insight into this engaging collection of pop culture essays on everything from Mario Kart and The Wire to issues of representation and police brutality across media. So this says, it sounds like it's a nonfiction. It says they had no idea whether anyone beyond their small circle of friends would be interested in their corner. So it's a collection of essays. I just flipped to the start of one, and this is entitled, Y'all Mind If While Out Over FIWYL. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Anyway, y'all mind if while out over Black love and POC love real quick. So, although now I'm a little nervous to read that one because it's by Omar Holmon, but it says AKA Erotic Ebony Fanfic Artisan. I don't like reading erotic things, but that may be a story that I skip in this. So it's just a collection of stories or essays. So it sounds like it is a collection of what people in America face that are Black, and they have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. So hopefully I'll have some eye-opening experiences, but to see things from a point of view of people that have to deal with racism and all this other stuff. So I think this will be good. Okay, so the last two books I'm going to talk about, one is called These Deadly Games, and this is by Diana Urban. This is an advanced reader's edition. These other two are ARCs. This one comes out in February of 2022. So there's the cover. You can see the eyes, but it's all people there at the same time. Let's see. We all wonder what we'd do in a murder mystery like I Know What You Did Last Summer. What if someone was picking off your friends one by one and going to the police wasn't an option? Would you panic and run, or would you have the smarts to solve the mystery? But what if it was much worse and the killer made you do the killing, or else they'd murder the person who mattered to you the most? Would you be able to choose? So I have read I Know What You Did Last Summer by Lois Duncan and really enjoyed that. So to have a more modern take on that, and a bit of a twist as far as it sounds like someone's making you do the killing, sounds really, really intriguing to me. And the last book I'm going to talk about, I just actually received at the tail end of November, and that is The Paradox Hotel. Again, this was another Goodreads win, and this is an ARC. And this is by Rob Hart. I entered the drawing for this one because I loved the glitchy cover. I thought that was really cool. It says this one's on sale February 22nd of 2022. So both of these two ARCs come out in February. The Paradox Hotel, purely a cover entry for this. So I don't know what this is about. Let me see if there's a synopsis anywhere. I don't think there is. No, there is no synopsis on the book. I mean, there's literally no synopsis on the back. This just has publisher information, tells when it is, the title, and then there's that. Even inside, it just has copyright information, other books by this author, and that is it. So I don't know what this is about, but I really like the cover, so I entered that. So those are the books that I have received throughout the fall. And now that I have filmed this video, I can put them away. So that's going to be it for this video. So until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book. And I will talk to you later.